the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, let's start by looking at what has happened recently to several of the key players in the SIEM space and what that means for each one of them. First one is the 800-pound gorilla in our space is Splunk, and they were acquired by Cisco Corporation. Now, subsequently, since then, they've lost several of their key development staff and other key personnel, which puts their roadmap in serious jeopardy, and a lot of people are really concerned of what's going to happen with Splunk. Another one was IBM QRadar was sold to Palo Alto, and that incredibly mature product is being completely sunset or discontinued. That forces customers to use either another SIEM, or Palo Alto is making them go to their X-Force platform, and that X-Force is an EDR first product, and the SIEM component is incredibly immature and very difficult to use. Not a very good choice in our opinion. Next was LogRhythm merged with Exabeam, and they're supposed to have this great announcement how they're going to take the best of both platforms and do all these great things. Instead, within 1 year, they have now announced that LogRhythm and all their 20,000 plus customers are being sunset, discontinued, and they're all being forced over to Exabeam, which has multiple backends. They've never got it to work tremendously well, and they don't even have a multi-tenant solution, which an MSP and MSSP need. You don't want to log in 50 times for 50 different customers. It's a non-starter. So no one really knows what's going to happen next, what further consolidation may take or may not take place. But the best way to mitigate your risk is simply this. Go talk to the vendors that you're looking at, ask them for their product roadmap, and then check with them 3 to 6 months later and see who's developing and who's delivered what. And that's going to be really key for everybody. And when you're choosing a SIEM, some of the things you need to think about is, first of all, you need a vendor that's stable and been in the marketplace for at least 10 years. 15 is even better. The market's been around 25 plus. They also have they have to have out of the box most threat content and the most capability, and they have to be open. You don't need a platform where you have to rip and replace everything and use their end-to-end platform. Microsoft, Palo Alto, and others force you to use all their products, and if you're a Microsoft-centric only customer, and that might be okay for you, but if you have your own EDR product, if you have CrowdStrike, if you have Palo Alto firewalls, all these different things, you have to be able to use the best in breed and only pick the pieces you need. Choose a vendor that is completely open. This allows you, again, not to rip and replace, but also to choose which pieces you need to fill in the gaps only and keep yourself abreast of the market. Plus, it future-proofs you, so as new hot security products come out, you can take advantage of them and easily integrate them and incorporate them. And then finally, the next thing you need to do is an MSSP really needs to understand which use cases are your clients and current customers asking you for. Is it insider threat? Is it email phishing attacks? Is it data exfiltration for the healthcare industry? Is it data privacy and who's accessing what? Financial institutions, it's fraud detection. So put a list together of the top use cases, then go look at the vendors who either specialize in that industry vertical or with that particular skill set. And then finally, the solution has to be easy to use and easy to maintain. Most MSSPs do not have a large staff, and especially with security skilled personnel, to run that solution. It's got to install easy, it's got to be run easy, it's got to be automatic as possible with great content, and that is going to be most successful. It's real simple. My advice is for an MSP to go to a master MSSP whose sole mission is to provide managed security services to MSPs only. Now, they will white label their services, whichever one you need, where it's firewall management, SIEM management, UEBA, etc., and allow the MSSP to start offering these services to your customers right away. So you're not in danger of losing your customers to competitors who have added these services that they want and need, and you can't supply them. You can add them day one. This also allows the MSSP time to build your own SOC, hire your SOC analysts, train your SOC analysts, hire other personnel, SOC engineers, admins, etc., and learn what it takes to manage and maintain that solution so you can bring it in-house within 1 or 2 years and then take it from there and not be dependent on an MSSP and giving away part of your business. And then finally, these services, when they're in-house, you can then continue to add on them. You add new products going forward, and it continues to get that customer stickiness that you want so they don't go anywhere else. So, thank you for your time. I hope you found these questions and answers informative, and I hope to talk to you again soon.